I am shirtless. YouTube, be damned. Obviously, I have 1 million subscribers, so I'm so scared about getting my account deactivated. I'll start another one. Actually, I'm a little bit scared to get my account deactivated. I have a lot of videos, and I have made a lot of digital journal entries. Well, I guess I can always back out and not upload this. The thing is, I feel like it's going to be alright. Famous last words. Maybe I'll regret it, maybe I won't. I am trusting my decision making. So, here we go. Hello. Back again. I'm frustrated. And I just need to say that, okay? I need more people to follow this channel. I need more people to subscribe, to like, and I need more people to engage me. Friends? Hello? Family? Actually, nah, fuck that. No family. I'm mad at family. Family does me so dirty, so wrong. And to be honest, so do friends too. I am the victim. I am the victim of my story. Excuse me while I take a sip from my immaculate mug. The mug whose handle is broken. I already had coffee. I'm having tea. I went to wash my clothes. I got some really cool cards. I'm gonna take them out right here. I went to locals and traded some cards that will improve, assumedly, that will probably improve my Yu-Gi-Oh deck. I got a good haul. Shout outs to Mind's Eye Gaming for hooking me up with that. Probably should tag him. Actually, I probably will. Thinking out loud here. Ooh. We are back. Huh. Me, I'm back. Remember how I mentioned I went to the lavanderia? Well, I had to put my clothes away, which I just finished doing. And they said, your brain really likes it. When you clean. So, Yu-Gi-Oh players have a reputation for being kind of stinky. Card players in general were often considered to be unhygienic. Well, grab your Lysol disinfectant, disinfect that playmat of yours. Cause I dropped some root beer on mine. Shout outs to Bring Your Own Games, located on 1st Street, East Los Angeles. Shout outs to y'all for having me out over there, and I hope to get to know you guys better, and I hope for you guys to get to know me better, because I have ideas, and I think you guys could really use someone like me helping you guys out. Okay, so I said what I had to say there, and let's move on. Okay, God bless me for having the camera angle like this. I have it at a spot where I can show them at my hands, and obviously it's me. Hello. The problem is I'm a little worried the camera's gonna fall, because that's wholeheartedly what is gonna happen. So I'm gonna get up, see if the camera drops. Still no? We still good? We still good, camera? Okay. Now I'm gonna have myself take a seat. We still good, camera? Because you know when I take a seat, I lumber around a little bit. So as I mentioned earlier, I got some really cool new cards. New for me. Cards that I can add to my Dark World deck. This was the very first structure deck that I picked up. Well, semantics. First one as of recently. Anybody who knows me knows that I played Yu-Gi-Oh and Joey structure decks as a wee bit little lad. Ooh. So I have been, as you can see, I have some cards here now. I know, it just looks like a bunch of light. Man, I am hating myself for the poor quality videos that I have. We all gotta start somewhere. So right now, bear with me, please. So I just basically have my Dark World deck, and I'm just kind of looking through it real quick because I do want to incorporate some of these cards. So, damn, this is tough. This is really tough to do. Okay, I have got my I separated them. I separated them by magic, by spell, and by effect monster. Um, so basically, just these are all my Dark World effect monsters. That specifically Dark World. That's important. It's specifically Dark World effect monsters. And then these are all the effect monsters outside of Dark World, and then these are all danger effect monsters. Danger specifically because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 cards in danger specific danger specific type archetype. I got one more Link monster. Shout outs to Nightmare Unicorn for making it into the deck. You made the cut, my guy. And then I got 3 fusion deployments. Fusion deployments are staples in fusion decks, which is right now what I'm rocking. And then I got 1 Dark Ruler No More, which negates the effects of all face-up monsters. So anyone who plays Dark World, you should know that this deck runs heavily on stun or floodgates. I guess you can use floodgate cards. They're basically the same things. You just want to lock your opponent out of doing stuff. I think it's part of the meta. To be honest, when I was playing against some, I played 2 matches. Yeah, I played against 2 players yesterday, and they both had cards that locked me out of summoning. So I think it's pretty safe to say that that's the meta. Hello, I'm back again. Me. I know we can feel frustrated, right? I have a little trick that I use to make myself feel better. So at this moment in time, I'm feeling pretty frustrated. My relationships, the relationships or lack thereof, that I have with people, they leave me wanting. They leave me wanting so much more. They leave me feeling guilty that I do want more. How do you know a toxic relationship is toxic? Well, I'm telling you right here, right now. Like the relationships I have with people, I've learned to just be quiet, which is toxic. Because every time I voice my frustrations, I am met with, "Oh, well, that's not what's happening." Gaslighting, you know? A lot of my relationships are gaslighting. Me. Gaslighting me. Hello? I'm an awesome person. Um, so I'm dealing with that right now. And it's frustrating. So what I'm telling myself, and it's helping me feel better, because okay, I jump around so much. You should know this about me by now. I will get back. Um, I have chosen isolation before, because when you're in a shitty relationship, you can always just isolate, right? Take it to the extreme. As I swap out my danger cards, I have really cool, like uh, foil printed cards here, that I need to keep nice. And then I have cards that are in different sleeves because I traded them. These are trades, and they came in different sleeves, so I need to like fix them because I'm gonna add them to my deck. Anyways, so with these relationships, man, uh, that are shitty, I tell myself, well, I already know what it's like to isolate, and that's worse, right? Uh, I mean, I hesitate to say this because it's true, and it's like a vulnerable thing for me to admit. I've walked that line between giving up and being stuck, because when I'm like, I have a lot of these toxic relationships, and at times it feels like there's no way out of them, except one, and that's the bad one, um, suicide. I'll say it, suicide, right? Like that. There's always a way out because there's always suicide, and that's really tough place to be in. Um, so so I know that I've I've flirted with that before, and I know that that's not where I want to be, because I can do so much better and do so much better. The thing is, I also like hold myself to a high standard, and I could just ignore these people and just like pretend that they don't exist. The thing is, it's the only contact that I have with relationships at all. So I'm in this shitty process where I'm like building healthy relationships with people. And it's a tough process. I need to have healthy relationships. So that's a reason to go to college, because I know that I can do that. Um, because the first time around when I went to college, man, I really sold myself short. I settled, man. And this time around, I'm applying to Santa Monica College, and I'm starting to like, dream big. I'm starting to be like, well, maybe I can transfer over to UCLA. Like, so that's kind of where my head is at right now. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're almost finished, right? I've got the cards, my main deck. I shuffled them. I switched out the covers. I got it cool. Now I'm thinking. There's 40 cards in Yu-Gi-Oh. I have this card, which is important, and I have a one of. So I want to keep my deck at 40 because that gives me the best chances to draw it. So I'm thinking. I'm contemplating. So it's really hard to make these decisions, man, and I feel so foolish. I think what I'm gonna do, foolish burial. See what I did there, foolish burial. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap these cards out because these cards were in my deck, so I'm gonna swap these out. All right, so that took me a little bit of time. For you, it took absolutely no time because the power of technology. I did it. I did it. I got my deck. So I 40 cards. That's the limit. I got it there. Funny enough, that I was at 38, and I deliberated for a while what I wanted my last two cards to be, because with Yu-Gi-Oh you need 40 at least. And so I just decided, you know what? I want to have fun. There's a little combo I can do with Foolish Burial and Absolute Blackjack. I was gonna take them out, and then I decided, you know what? There is a little bit of a combo there. I can do it. Why not? And so I did it. I added them back to the. They made their way ah back to my good graces, and my good favor. Yay me! I'm such a nice guy. Oh, life can be tough. Life can be tough. Life can be tough. It really can. Making money, figuring out how to live your life, figuring out how to maneuver the relationships that we come to cultivate and build, and how some people are just gonna get left behind. They're gonna get left behind. And I hope they can still live their fulfilling lives. I hope they can still. And of course, I'm talking about the people in my life that have had such toxic relationships. And it influences how they feel about me and the relationships that we've had. I'm a nice guy, I'm understanding, I'm sympathetic, and at the same time, I need to move on. And I am. This is the time for fall of 2025. I need to get my act together. I need to go sit down and talk to this. I need to go to the student center. I need to go to the student center and talk and get this stuff sorted. Sorted, conforted. We all know what it means. Jelly beans. We all know what it means. Giving my deck a proper shuffle. A proper shuffle to my deck, for my deck. You go here, you drop it there. You go here, you drop it there. Oh, it's not the best. My shuffling abilities are not the best. Whoop. Anyways, that's that.